Flash Piece back, another video. Haven't had watched those games yesterday. Baltimore versus what was going on? Baltimore. And I'm so upset about that 49ers game. I can't remember who Baltimore played. Yeah, Baltimore versus Texans. Good stuff, man. What I expected happened. You know, I figured Baltimore would win that game. You know what I mean? It was about time. Baltimore's further along in their program. They've been going at it for years. They've had Lamar for a number of years. It was about time for them to break through. The Texans should not be ashamed of what happened. They should be happy. It was a complete W for them. You think about what had happened with Deshaun Watson and all of that, and a lot of people thought that franchise would be dead. You know, look at it. Bounced right back, man. They lucked up. Got them a real one. In C.J. Stroud. You know, just wasn't his time, man. Right now, they just ran into a team, like I said, that is just more advanced than them at the moment. You know what I mean? So, congratulations, man, Baltimore Ravens. They moved on. I believe they are the best team in the NFL altogether. If all those haters that just hate on Lamar because he's not your conventional quarterback, get over it, all right? I hope Lamar goes all the way and wins because I want to get rid of the narratives that only quarterbacks who play a certain style in a certain way can win. You know, there's this idea out there, this notion out there that a dual quarterback just will never win a Super Bowl, which is asinine, you know, which is stupid, which is something that is promoted by some people. You know, honestly, I believe the second game between the Packers and the 49ers is a game that if Jordan Love, who I believe, I'm going to talk about him in a second. That kid is amazing to me. But if I believe that had he utilized his ability to run more, he would have won that game easily. Easily, man, easily. Listen, I get it with Jordan Love. You know, wanting to just be the traditional quarterback and show your arm talent. That is awesome, right? But there are situations, man, where you could pick up first downs, just run, just go, you know. And then when you add that is genius to have that in your back pocket because what you want the defense to do is you want to put them in a bind where they're not sure if they want to just rush you all out or they want to must rush or they don't know what's going to happen. When you add that element, you become just that much more dangerous. You know, Patrick Mahomes understands that. Patrick Mahomes, nobody would doubt his arm. You know, he has the best arm in the league, without a doubt. You know, but the other element, especially when it's game time, it's crunch time, it's let's get it time, Patrick Mahomes will run. You know, when you're not expecting it. And that's what makes him just damn near impossible to beat. You know, especially in key big-time situations, man. You know, but with regards to that second game, the 49ers was able to pull it out. I was not impressed at all. I did not think that this was some, you know, a legacy winning drive for Brock Purdy. Please get the hell out of here with that. He did what he had to do. Won the game. I wasn't impressed at all. Actually, I'm convinced, and I think people should be convinced, that the 49ers will not win a Super Bowl with him. They will not win a Super Bowl with him. They were able to beat the Packers by the skin of their teeth, but they're going to run into a team. They're going to run into a team that's going to turn them into a pumpkin because he was a pumpkin the majority of last night. Trust me. The man should have had 2 pick sixes thrown. I don't believe in luck, okay, but he was very fortunate that the Packers defenders were dropping those balls. Okay, they had the rain or whatever the case may be. He was dropping those balls. Again, he was exposed. When he does not have a perfect team and everything together, he's a completely different quarterback. He got to have Debo. He got to have Ayuk. He got to have Kittle. He got to have McCaffrey. Got to be getting hundreds of yards. All of these things had to be in place. And even when all those guys are there, we see their offense is a bunch of 5-yard dump offs to guys that are great at breaking tackles who can make plays. Okay, he's not special. The difference between him and a Jordan Love is like heaven and earth, okay? There is no comparison between Brock Purdy and Jordan Love. Jordan Love is still the much far superior quarterback. Miss me with the numbers. Miss me with all of that, okay? Brock Purdy, of course, had more passing yards. A lot of it had to do with they're trying to make a comeback. He did, like I said, they dump balls. Please. Jordan Love, though. Jordan Love got me on this now. I believe he makes it impossible for the Philadelphia Eagles to come back rolling out there some damn Nick Sirianni and whatever damn people he's going to get. See, the problem with Nick Sirianni, as I've already reiterated before, is you got to bring in a guy that's better than him in order for him to work out. What kind of sense does that make? I got a head coach that is in need of an offensive coordinator that is better at offense than he is in order for him to be good, to thrive. What kind of sense does that make? The best coach on your staff should be the head coach. It shouldn't be the coordinator or the D coordinator or the quarterback's coach or anything like that. The best coach on your staff should be the head coach. Now, what's happening now? You see, the task next year is not going to be easier. Now, one could argue that we'll probably have a slightly easier schedule, right? So the task may be easier from that standpoint. I don't think that way. I don't subscribe to that type of thinking. I think that's loser thinking. I think that's defeatist thinking to rely on weak schedules. To me, the task is going to be more difficult because prior to next season, right, going into this year and then last year, right, we saw the major obstacles for the Philadelphia Eagles to win a Super Bowl were what? The Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, so we were considered the three top teams, the Eagles, 49ers, and the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl, right? Whoever will win out of that three and that played itself out. You can no longer do that. Now, you have to add the Detroit Lions to the mix, a team that's still, in the running that, to me, it's not inconceivable that they could actually win today and then defeat the 49ers. They'll probably blow Tampa Bay out. I'm not convinced that the 49ers will beat the Detroit Lions. I'm not after what I saw. No, that defense of the 49ers is real, but that offense, please, get out of here, okay? Dump offs and screens and McCaffrey, please. I'm not impressed. I've seen better. I've seen much better. But now with Jordan Love, the way that kid plays, you got to add him to the mix. So now you're talking about 5 teams. And I'm not sure that the Philadelphia Eagles are the third best there. Okay? We went from being arguably the best last year out of the whole NFC to now I'm not sure we're the 4th or 5th best now. Okay? That kid Jordan Love has a chance, and he has a chance, I think, in a year or two to be the best quarterback in the conference. I'm dead serious, okay? Brock Purdy, please. Dak Prescott, please. Jared Goff, really? You know what I mean? Stafford, I still respect Stafford, but Stafford's getting older. It's just, he's still your classic gunslinger who, can't really do much else. He's not mobile, Not saying those guys can't be great, but, let's be real. Okay, Jordan Love going forward, and this guy here. I'm not worried about any rookies come Caleb Williams and all of that, please. Those guys got to show me. I'm from the show me state with rookies, all right? But this Jordan Love kid, I'm not usually that impressed with quarterbacks, but I'm impressed with him. But on to the particular game. Green Bay should have won this game. They look like the better team, the majority of it, especially the better offense, clearly the better quarterback. Brock Purdy should have had 2 interceptions. That should have been pick sixes. But on the other hand, what happened was the San Francisco 49ers defense was more opportunistic. Jordan Love, throws a bad pass, which was tipped by his receiver into the hands of Greenlaw. And then at the end of the game, he finally decides to look like a rookie. He committed the cardinal sin. The cardinal sin for quarterbacks is to, on a broken play, run out of the pocket and then throw the ball against your body. Cardinal sin. And that's what he did. And, of course, it ended up like everyone fears, interception. And then the 49ers were able to run the clock out. Congratulations to them chumps. Like you said, I do not like anything about the 49ers at all. I don't like the. I respect their coach. Respect the general manager. I do not like the players. Brock Purdy, nothing personal. I don't think he's that good. I think he's so average. I think I could go out there and do what he does. I'm serious. McCaffrey's good, even though I know he's on steroids. Okay, he's on Michael Hearn's whatever, or not Michael Hearn, one of them guys. McCaffrey's on steroids. Okay, but the NFL, they're gonna let him do it. What you gonna do? Kittle, good tight end. But I don't like him personally. Deebo Samuels, I can't stand him. He got hurt. I laughed. Didn't really care. Because he's not seriously hurt. Not like he broke his leg or anything like that. So whatever happens to him, when unfortunate things happen to Deebo, I laugh at him, okay? Ayuk, he's mediocre. He's not even as good as Devontae Smith to me. He's nothing. He's just another guy that's a product of being in a system that's formulated by Kyle Shanahan, one of the best offensive minds we got in the league. All right. I got them losing next week to Detroit. And if not, they'll lose in the Super Bowl because they're going to run into a team that is going to expose the little pumpkin of a quarterback. That is what he is. And to Jordan Love, man, don't commit the cardinal sins and use your legs sometimes, man. There were times where you just needed to convert and you're throwing these passes and you need 2 yards and, they're tush pushing and really you could have took off on a number of those times to move the chains. It'll help you score more touchdowns, all of those things. Use your legs, man. God gave you that talent for a reason. Use it. Right? Don't be ashamed of it. Don't try to please these people who think that that's not the way quarterback position is played. If it wasn't the way quarterbacks play, it would not be part of the rules. There are many great quarterbacks that use their legs. Among them, the great Roger Staubach won 2 Super Bowls in the 70s, used his legs. Terry Bradshaw actually was a lot of people don't understand, was a pretty good mobile quarterback. So was John Elway, so was Steve Young. All these guys were champions, okay? They used their legs. Joe Montana actually used his legs at times, all right? Brett Favre uses his legs a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, what you don't want to be is a guy that uses your legs because you can't throw. But we know you can throw. Your arm is established, man. Use your legs a little bit, man. You would have beat the 49ers easily. Their game was in your hand. Honestly, I believe next year you're a better team than them. But I fear that I fear the Packers next year. I'm serious. Because that quarterback, he'll do nothing but get better. Unless he'll be traumatized from that situation, which I doubt. I fear the pack, seriously. So, that's that, man. Today, I think I already spoke on what I think is going to happen today, right? So, Buffalo. I'm rooting for Buffalo, man, because I want to see somebody different in the Super Bowl. In Buffalo, man. I lived through those 4 years. Them guys getting to the Super Bowl and losing. And remember, listen, I was rooting for Buffalo all 4 of those Super Bowls they lost in the 90s. Why? Because they first went up against the Giants, then the Redskins, and then Dallas twice. So I rooted for you all 4 times. Come on, Buffalo. Y'all can do it, man. The Eagles are out. We're in Buffalo, man. You know, y'all. I'm rooting for y'all, man. Okay, I'm running into fatigue with the Chiefs. I still want them to get got for winning the Super Bowl last year. Andy Reid, I want him to get got for doing with the Chiefs what he can never do to the Eagles, right? So, come on, Buffalo. Go for it, man. And then we got the Lions and Tampa Bay, a game that I think is going to be the biggest blowout of the day. I think the Lions are going to trash them either 40-10 or something like that, maybe 40-17. There's no comparison there between those two teams, man. So that's what I got, man. Peace out.